But on the topic of Italians in a pizza shop, what is pizza, Ben?
Well, Sam, going off Greek philosophers and their early translation from the Renaissance period, pizza is a food that many people of the Mediterranean and things of the sort would eat to gain sustenance prior to engaging in courtship of someone who is exactly 3 years older than them and of the opposite gender. And as you know, if it is someone of the same gender, it was not pizza, it was cannoli. Yeah, so pizza is the wooing food of nature, but not nature, just made. How was that?
I lost you halfway. I threw you a line for the segue to the next topic, and you bit for a little bit, and then you just evolved it into something else, another thing entirely.
You know me, I can't help it. But yeah, no, pizza is a food, and that does roll us in to the next topic. And it's something that I've come up with.
Second attempt of the segue is a 10 out of 10.
And that's my topic today, and because I've been thinking recently, after watching a video that one of my workmates actually showed me, was the video that Hugh Jackman did on, I believe it's Jimmy Fallon, where he hates Vegemite. He critiques it, and he's like, my god, is that stuff the sauce of the devil, that thick, yeasty sauce? And Hugh Jackman's like, mate, you've just fucking ate it wrong. What are you doing? He goes through and he gets out the Vegemite, and he's like, alright, you need to get your low budget, been on the shelf for a month, shitty Coles brand bread. Got to toast that shit, and got to get your yeast extract, otherwise known as Vegemite, and you got to do a nice thin layer of it. And it's like, okay, and you can see that Jim Fallon's a bit hesitant before he has it, so takes a bit of a bite. He's like, hey, fuck, yeah, that's much better when it's not, 3 centimeters deep, and I'm just eating straight up yeast extract. And so it made me think, what foods are there that other places around the world might find interesting, that they love, is a national treasure in a sense, that you might not like yourself, or ones that you love? And the same like with us around the world, where people don't like Vegemite as my main example, but a lot of people here love it. And other than Vegemite being the one that other people don't like, for me, maple bacon is something that does not tickle any of my fancies.
What the hell is maple bacon?
Maple bacon is maple syrup with bacon, and sometimes with pancakes, and it's a Canadian thing, I believe. And I had that for the first time, and by God, did it just not sit well with me. I don't know what it was, I just hated it. Not a fan.
I like it when maple syrup combines with my pancakes and bacon. I think that's a fine combo. I can dig it. One that I dislike, that's either from our country or New Zealand, that everyone seems to like, is pavlova.
Huh. Wow. I might probably just leave now.
Good?
Yeah?
Please?
No, because that is wounded me. Something fierce. How do you go through Christmas? What do you do?
I don't.
I hate Christmas.
Growing up, so yeah, okay, let's dial it back a little bit. Little story of little Sam growing up.
Here we go.
If we weren't in Queensland on the Sunshine Coast for Christmas, we were in Orange, where I am now, but at my nan's place, having lunch there. And Nan would put on an awesome feast for lunch. All the meat was good, all the salads were good, everything about it was good. And then it had come to dessert. And so dessert, Nan's a very generous kind of Nan. She'd whip up everyone a massive plate of pavlova. Even when I'm like 5 years old, the plate is like 6 times the size of my head. And then she'd be like, here, Sam, dig in, enjoy it. You'd better eat every last bite. And I'd be like, oh, yes, Nan.
You'd shudder.
Keep in mind, she's not the most intimidating of people. I think I was the same height as her when I was 5. So, yeah, so little Nanny Nicholson would just, give you a big old plate of pavlova, and I would take, like, one bite and shudder. Just be like, ooh, this is way too sweet. I don't know, it's disgusting. And, like, I know my mum doesn't like it either. I'm not too sure about my sister. Dad loves it. He'd eat, like, half of the entire pavlova to himself.
Up your dad.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just always grown up hating it.
So what is it? What is it about
sweet.
pavlova that you don't like? Just
too sweet. Powdery.
But, so do you not like chocolate? Do you find
I love chocolate. That's a
too
different
sweet?
kind of sweet. No, chocolate doesn't
sugar?
taste like pav.
Does icing sugar not
Yeah,
good for you?
it might be the icing sugar, I think.
I mean, there's not really icing sugar in it. I'm just thinking of examples that like you might not like. Also, if it's like connects to your hate. I'm trying to delve deep into this abnormal
There's not
fear.
icing on Pav, but there is like a powdery, sugary part of it. Isn't that icing sugar?
It's just sugar, I think.
Oh, right.
Crystallized
Yeah, I
sugar
don't know.
around the outside, where it's like a bit crusty, and then you got that.
Yeah, that part. I don't like that part.
What about the inside?
The inside, I don't know, I just hate the outside of it enough. I probably don't like the inside.
Imagine this.
And a lot of the time she put passion fruit with it as well, and I don't like passion fruit.
That's probably another thing. I'm going to shave a pavlova for you. It's just going to be that weird, like, gooey stuff in the middle. I'm going to give it to you. How's that sound, buddy?
Right.
I'll do that for you.
If there's no passion fruit, I'll give it a try.
They're thinking of trying to shave a pavlova now, and I'm having a good giggle to myself internally there.
As long as you shave it with an actual razor.
Yeah.
Shaved pavlova. We could start that as a thing. I bet you could go to Melbourne, and go to the most hipster part of the city, and just be like, hey, we make pavlova, and then shave it with a razor. How niche is that? And everyone would just froth it, and all the people with curly moustaches would be like, oh, this is the best thing ever. And they find
and
out
we
it's
call
more
it
like gluten-free,
shavlova,
vegan.
shave pavlova.
Shavlova, yes.
And you have to change
$1 billion
your name
idea.
legally to Shaz, so it's Shaz's Shavlova. And it's in the lower east of Melbourne. Come in and have your shaved pavlova.
Shavin, you can be like Dav or something. Shavin Dav's
Dav's Pav.
But yeah, all the Melbourne hipsters with their curly moustaches, like, oh, it's not gluten-free, vegan, blah blah blah.
But it is shaved.
Cumulus, cumulus, fungus, numbus, pavlova.
Jesus,
I'm not gonna eat
is
it.
spelling me.
I've cursed you.
Cumulus, fungus, numbus.
Actually, I think on the hangout right now, your chair's floating, Ben.
oh dear. No, oh my god.
We're blasting off again.
That's interesting. I can probably understand though. Like, not everyone. It's not for everyone. It is like a delight that I do love every Christmas, and really any event with our family. Other things that I don't really like though, off the top of my head, strong cordial actually. I hate strong cordial. It is just way too sweet for me. It like, you know how you ever like, have you ever had cordial straight? Have you ever just drunk straight concentrate?
I have. It's like disgusting sticky juice.
Yeah, and it's like bitter nearly. Like, if there's too much in there, I still get that taste, and I really don't like it. And a lot of people will have such a strong cordial, and I just can't stomach it.
Hey man, here's your cordial. Cordial. Here's your cordial. Sorry, I had to put a little bit of water in it. We were running out of cordial. I'm sure that's what they were serving.
That's it.
But I like cordial. I'm a big fan. I drink it most days actually, but I only like put a little bit in.
Cordial?
Yeah, I'm the same as you. I can't. Yeah, Coddy's cordial. My dad picks the fruit that goes.
Coddy's? That makes
Coddy's
cordial. That I like best.
Talk about TV ads that always stick with you for the rest of your life. That might be a topic someday, actually. TV ads that stick with you for the rest of your life. I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's exactly right. No, I've thrown myself off in thinking of that topic. Oh, other things that people like that I don't. Oh, shit. Oh, man, I'm dropping everything right now. Okay, well, ones from other countries that... I mean, I'm sure most people side with me here, but I don't know how the French like to eat frogs or snails.
Have you ever had them?
No, I haven't. It just sounds
taste
disgusting.
Anything like you'd expect.
Oh, so you've had them?
Yeah. Yeah, no, while travelling, you have them and you get them out, and they're... You think that they're shit, but it's really not bad. It just tastes like, meat. You know how you describe something if you don't know what it tastes? It just tastes like meat. That's it. It tastes like chicken.
So did you walk up in a restaurant? They're like, oh, shaka blah, ooh la la.
Oh, no, like...
Have a frog and snail croissant.
It was much more gruesome than that. It was actually just on the streets and a frog was jumping by, and I was like, well, when in Rome, even though I was in France, and I just ate its legs. Well, live.
When not too far from Rome, I guess. I mean, I'm in Europe.
That's it. A lot of strange looks that day. Frog's legs.
Yeah.
The old natural way, right?
The old natural. Just,
Yeah,
on a hot day, put it on the pavement, it'll cook itself.
No, that's it. Much like here. A hot day. Cooking things on the bonnet of a car, have you ever done that?
I have not.
Neither have I, but I want to. That'd be interesting.
Fair enough. Sounds like a good thing to try when camping someday, I suppose.
I wouldn't eat anything off my bonnet of my car, though. It is filthy.
Ew, a Kraken egg. That thing would belong to Davy Jones, would it not?
That's awful. Absolutely grotesque. But yeah, no, there's a lot more that I definitely can't think of at the moment. I know, like when I was in Turkey, there was a drink that was drunk by a lot of people there, and it's something like a kind of like a goat's cheese with like a fizzy, like soda watery thing, and like the goat's cheese on top, and it just didn't sit well with me. I Most of the time though, like I am someone who'll eat anything. Like I've always eaten like what's on my plate, never been picky. So like it's harder to find things that really don't sit well with me. So yeah, like I've kind of exhausted off the top of my head what things I don't like.
There you go. Yeah, that doesn't sound good to me. It's funny how the Turks can have a drink that sounds disgusting like that, and then they also do kebabs, and kebabs are great. Everyone loves a kebab.
That's it.
The drunk food around the world to have. Yeah, love me a good kebab. Or gyros. I mean, I don't know what came first, but
Gyros.
they're both pretty
Like
good.
helicopter.
Kalav Kalash with crab juice is an iconic duo.
Name a more iconic duo.
Mountain Dew. I'll
crab
take the crab juice. That's the second time I've said that in this podcast.
I don't even remember what the first one was, but it was interesting. Nonetheless.
I can't remember either.
Yeah. Well, I guess
Alright.
just quickly, what are some of your favourite foods then that either come from the world or just right here in your own backyard?
My favourite foods. Love chocolate. Love fish and chips. Love lasagna. Italian food is my favourite kind of food. Like, if you're like, oh, what country's cuisine do you like the most? I'd be like, Italy. Those Italians make some good tomato sauce. Burgers. Love a good burger.
Yeah, nice.
Big fan of anything that the Colonel does at KFC. Love me some KFC.
Secret herbs and spices.
Yep.
That's it.
All 11 of them.
Now, the thing that does it for me is seafood. Seafood anywhere around the world. Absolutely love it. Anything from the sea, give it to me. Anything from the land, not in my hand. No.
Hey, that's good.
I fucking love seafood. Love oysters, love prawns, fish, you name it. I'll have it and
Yeah, I
enjoy
like
it.
some seafood. I'm a big fan of fish and prawns. There's a lot that I haven't tried, a lot that I never will try as well. But I do like a lot of seafood. I'm not someone who just turns their nose up to it.
Yeah, but otherwise pasta
but-
is just my next one. Just pastas in general.
Yeah, I like
fucking
pasta
love
as
a good
well.
pasta.
Absolutely. I mean, pastas is it? Hey, Tony, making me some
Yeah,
pasta.
we make a movie about the pasta. Tony, come in and you make the movie.
Making me some linguine.
And I want some more good scott.
And then we'll make it the next Mario game. But even though they're not made in Italy, they're made in Japan. But
Here we go.
But funny you say that you have seafood from anywhere in the world. If you're in like Central Australia, like Alice Springs, would you trust their seafood?
Yeah, probably. I mean, like, if it was, like, relatively cheap and, like, at a respected place, I mean, like...
Relatively cheap seafood in Alice Springs.
Yeah,
could
because,
not
like...
go
No,
well.
because
They'd be like, oh, yeah, no, that was fished about a year
If you
ago. It just took that long to get here, you know?
if you had, like, a good, like, restaurant, right, and you'd assume that having it transported so far in, to keep it fresh, it would cost a lot of money, right? Yeah, so unless, like, if it was a place that was still respected, but wasn't crazy expensive, then I would feel like I could trust it. But let's be honest,
There
if
you
you're in
go,
Alex
like-
Springs, you're not probably going to be looking for a seafood dish.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I sometimes rarely trust the seafood that you're going to get here in Orange. And even that's hard to come by, and that's only 3 hours from the coast, whereas Alice Springs, that's a good while. Yeah, what are some of your favourite foods, apart from Italian and spaghetti and seafood?
Amazing. Yeah, no, I don't know. Just like, how deep do we go into? Because I could like kind of list off everything for a longer time here and just kind of jump from one thing to another.
Fair enough. All right, what about your least favourite?
Least favorite? Least favorite food, though it's something that I will gladly eat with no like put up, is probably pumpkin.
Yeah.
Pumpkin soup. Just texture gets me. I love the taste. Like, I don't mind the taste. I won't say I love it. I'll eat it gladly and enjoy it. But it's something that if I had the option to not have it, I probably would take it. But I'll eat it. Doesn't make me feel sick or anything. It's just don't know. Just a bit strange. There's otherwise
What
there's
kind
nothing.
of over... Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
Oh, you go. No.
What kind of over-happy freak are you where you say, oh, my least favourite food, yeah, I'll eat it, I'll happily enjoy it,
Yeah,
but
no,
like,
like,
you know...
that's it. There's nothing that I won't really eat. Like, I've never been like a fussy eater. Mum would put anything in front of me at dinner, breakfast, lunch, snack. Happily eat it.
Well,
I will survive.
you're some kind
anywhere.
of sociopath maniac that I will never trust
Yeah,
again.
no, because I know there's a lot of things that you will not ingest into your body, will you?
No, there's not a lot. But the key one for me is anything to do with pumpkin. I don't like pumpkin at all in any kind of dish. It's just disgusting. It tastes feral. And bananas. I don't really like bananas.
Is it you who doesn't like tomato? Like normal tomato?
No, I love tomato. Man, I love me some
Maybe
tomato.
it's
I used to eat
naked.
tomatoes in primary school, like just like an apple. Just
Is
just
that
eat it. I love
truly a
tomato.
thing that you did?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's kind of odd. But
Yeah,
to be
no, you
fair,
just put some pepper or salt into it and rub it in, and it tastes really good.
I can't tell if you're being serious right now.
No, I'm 100%
Okay,
legit.
no, I'm
I
not.
kid
I'm
you
not like putting you down for that. I just could not tell.
You saying I'm a liar?
Weirdest thing that I do is I buy lettuce even now, and I'll just eat the lettuce. Like I just peel off some like pieces, have it just sit there on the desk, and just eat some lettuce. Because it's just like
Iceberg lettuce?
Yeah.
Love me some
yeah, like
iceberg
it's
lettuce.
enjoyable and it's cheap, $2 for a giant thing of it. And if you want it as a snack, you just sit there and eat some lettuce.
Lettuce
yeah.
or celery, two great green things to eat.
Look at us sitting here talking about our strange habits of sitting there eating lettuces and just sitting there and little Samuel with his tomato and everyone mocked him and he rubs some.
No one mocked me. I actually wasn't the only one who did it. Either. There
Really?
was another kid named Ezra Phillips who used to eat the odd tomato. Yeah.
both outcast
I remember one time. Yeah, we outcast together. But no, yeah, I remember he used to like them. And then one day we were playing cricket, and someone hit the ball into his hand, knocked a tomato out before he took a bite, and it like landed on the ground and broke and went everywhere, and he nearly cried. Poor guy.
Oh no, little. Look, I can only think of Ezreal now. I can't remember his name already.
Ezra.
Ezra. Yep. Cool. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not that I think that's a weird thing myself, but I feel like our kids would find that strange. A lot of kids probably would. Being mocked for it.
Yeah, probably.
Being a lettuce.
I don't know. I mean, the school I went to wasn't really one for much bullying in primary school, I suppose.
Everyone's a bully.
I mean, if anything, I probably hung around with most of the meaner kids rather than being one of their targets, I guess. But yeah. But even then, like our mean kids weren't genuinely mean kids. So
Kids,
yeah,
I think kids
I
are
don't
like
know.
kind of mean. That's just something that some kids are. I reckon, like, because I was probably a shit kid growing up, but then again, a lot of the kids were that are like really nice people now. You just, yeah.
You're still a pretty shit kid. I mean,
Oh, I never said I'd changed. I just said I used to be a really shit kid. I'm also just a
yeah, I
shit
mean, like
adult
you're
now.
only 7 years old now, and you can still be a right dick to me. So no.
Oh no!
Either way, I think we're about on the hour mark now. Yes, we are. We're
Yeah,
just
that's
about to
it.
cross it. So that's probably not a bad spot to wrap up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to episode 21 of the Casual Cast. And just a reminder that next week we aren't going to be live. So keep that in mind. We're not going to be live next week, but we will have a podcast for you straight out of RTX. I've been Sam with Ben for Banter Lab. And until next time, au revoir.
See you, bye.